Hey, look at everyone. Everyone in the house. Jason the place. Great to see you, Lorenzo, my man. Tuber chat. Way to go. Good to see you. Thank you for sharing on Reddit. That is absolutely fantastic. Jaden Sue, welcome. Jess Kaplan. Oh my goodness. This is absolutely wonderful. I'm so excited to have all of you guys here. Honestly, it warms the cockles of my heart. Now, I'm no doctor. Kevin, I believe you're more of a doctor than I'm based on the amount of time you spend watching the show ER, Grey's Anatomy, because you've told me before you love a good cry fest. You've said that on multiple occasions that because you've been emotionally stunted due to your upbringing, that you want a chance just to literally melt down. So
why are you exposing me like this today? You know I'm an emotional wreck. I love an emotional roller coaster.
I know you do. So my question for you becomes, Kev, like before we get into everything, like what is the cockle?
What is the what? First of all, I don't know what you just said.
The cockle of the heart. That's what we're talking about. What is the cockle of the heart? It's an expression. Mr. and Mrs. Annabello. Great to see you, Kristen. Great to see you. Donut Toys and Games.
Hello, everybody. CL Furlong. Ooh, what's up? Hi, everyone. Jess made it in. That's awesome. I know some of you. I don't know some of you, which is good. Nice to meet you guys.
This becomes a great thrown in the deep end, get to know you session. Good to see you, Chris. Amazing between meetings. I don't know what it's like to work. I haven't worked in so many months, but that's a story for another time. Kev, as I look at your equipment right there, you've got such a good set because we're food experience with HAFSA. You don't do English. That's okay. I barely speak English. So
I'm not good at it either.
My languages are limited, but I love it. First of all, Kev, tell me this before we get started, because people are still checking in. Your monitors, so what do I need to attach to my HP laptop from 2013 to make my camera look as clear as yours?
You know what? There's a couple of things. Well, one, a new camera. This is a separate webcam. So a separate webcam would be great.
So I need to write this down.
Yeah, separate webcam.
Do you remember using these big red pencils?
Yeah, then you have to sharpen it. Is it kind of like it's not a perfect circle? It's like kind of.
No. You're thinking about the Home Depot pencils that you put in your pocket when you're there. No, I'm not talking. I'm talking about the ones.
The ones I steal.
Yeah, the ones that say primary red number 1. These things are amazing because they're so thick that they're next to impossible to snap. Anyway, I'm gonna write this down. So what kind of webcam do I need to get here?
Honestly, I have no idea. I honestly bought this a while ago, so webcam.
You have all those camera lenses. You have all those camera lenses on a shelf behind you.
Yes.
You've got a very clear screen. You've got a fancy mic like you see on TV, and yet you can't recommend a single camera for me. Some guy's using a beat-up laptop.
A webcam. I think it's a C920.
Okay. All I know is there's a good YouTube creator of mine. He loves the sponsor me segment where people order things online. I feel like he may need to look into this at some point. That's all I'm going to say.
He'll let you know. I'll talk to him and he'll let you know.
Healthy Holistic, great to see you. You learned some new about pencils. Yeah. So Healthy Holistic. I'm not sure where in the world you are, but I'm in Ottawa, Canada. And when we go to school as small children, they give us these really big pencils because our tiny hands couldn't hold small size pencils. They give us the largest pencils they could hold. And that's what we would do because also you couldn't break them. But the other become, hey, astrology, great. Yeah, for sure, drop by, say hi. I love it. And if you can, throw down that thumbs up. I love it. It's so good. The mic is lit. I know. Kevin Exconde right there, the man to my right, my left, but screen right or stage right. I'm not sure for you people who are thespians. That's with the TH, thespians. You see where Kevin is over there. But the thing about these pencils that they're also, you could use a mic for VP. Good to see you. You could use these as weapons. They were so thick, and in the winter you'd put them inside snowballs, and you could rifle these things as a distance.
Have you tried it?
I'm not sure if I've ever done this, but I've seen this done, and I also understand that people have been
right.
Yeah. Look, I am who I am. It's okay. It is now 8:30. We're on the money. Thank you so much for always joining for Would You Rather, a beautiful night. You can see right here, I've got Kevin Exconde right here. He's on one side of me. I don't know if when I look at the screen, he's on my right. He could be on my left, stage left, if we were doing a dramatic piece together. You'll notice we're missing the third person. That is PJ McFadden. He is on his way. He's born in Ireland, lives in Thailand, and he's going to be at least 10 minutes late. I'm not sure if it's because he's Irish I'm not sure if it's because he lives in Thailand. I'm not sure if just PJ's always late for things. Kev, what was the last time you were late for something?
Probably today. I was late for a meeting by like 5 minutes.
So like Celine, thank you. Great to see you, Slim Ferocious. What a slacker. 100%.
Hey, Celine.
100%. When PJ gets here, make sure you let him know. Kevin, would you say, are you typically late for things? Is this like part of your, like, people are describing like Kevin Exconde is tardy?
No, you know what? I always make it a point to make it 15 minutes early to things, especially if it's like something professional like work or shoot. Today was just one of those, like, I needed my coffee or else I was gonna flip out on everybody.
Yeah. I'm not. Healthy Holistic says they're always late. I'm sorry. I'm one of those people. I'm perpetually early. I'm so, I can't remember the last time I was late. Well, it was actually more recent than that, but I'm not that late. But I don't drink coffee. Now, a lot of people have trouble believing this fact. I don't drink coffee at all, but I've been told that coffee gives you this little extra boost.
It seems like you're on coffee all the time. I talk to you, is what it feels like, and I love it. The energy is always up here.
Oh yeah, energy is high. But I find that I move with Jen. Great to see ya. I love it. Miles B running.
Miles B, what's going on, everybody?
Yeah, sights are high. Love from Thailand. I love it. For me, I feel like if I have coffee, I'm like, if you've ever seen the movie Over the Hedge, I'm like that squirrel or whatever's going everywhere. Like, honestly, I've had coffee once. It didn't sit great with me. So for me, it's one of those things that coffee is it can be a double-edged sword.
You gotta let PJ in. We gotta let PJ in right now.
PJ. There we are. Just made PJ. Good to see you.
PJ. Man, I've been here for the last 15 minutes waiting for you to let me into the stream.
No, that's not true. That is not true.
I heard your conversations like, oh, have you ever been late to something? PJ is a bit late. I don't know if that's because he's Irish or something. I mean, some years the whole time.
No. Like, look, I'll take the abuse. What I said is, I don't know if it's because he's Irish.
Yeah.
Thailand. So it could be either one of you.
Sitting here waiting for the stream, I sent you like a message on Instagram. I was like, hey, I'm here. You gonna let me in?
No, I've got everything. Last time I did a live, my sister called me halfway through because, as I've said before, my sister doesn't track anything I do online, and she refused to get a YouTube account. Like, she won't even subscribe. So anyway, okay, for those of you just getting here, this is awesome. I'm so excited to have two of my favorite creators right here with me. Sandwiched the rose between the thorns, as his mother always told him. That is Kevin Exconde in the middle, a beautiful man right there. You can see he can do so many things with his hair. He's got it up and down at the same time. Now, I don't know how he does this. You can see he's got like an upper bun as well as a lower flow.
But go on.
And because, he says stop, but his heart is saying, please share more about my lush head of hair. And the other thing we see about Kev is, as a proud Canadian he is, he's got what we call the flow. And that's where you let your hair fall at the back of your hockey helmet. And right now, Kevin's got that, as well as the European soccer look with the bun up top.
Half and half. I like the half and half.
I think it's absolutely stunning. Beside Kevin, on the other end, we've got PJ McFadden. For those of you who don't know PJ is an Irishman living in Thailand. And if you haven't had a chance to check out his channel, he is fascinatingly funny. He gets stuff up there all the time. As far as content creation, for those of you who don't know all three of us are very different. But the one thing that we all have in common is we're all very passionate about what we do. We all bring a lot of energy to the table. So we're going to see if we can harness this down. Kev is definitely blushing outdoor travel adventures. I love it. Tony Claire, thank you so much for rolling into the house. So Kevin, if you haven't tracked his channel before, what Kevin brings to the table, he brings a wealth of tech experience, tech knowledge, which I 100% don't have. He brings some phenomenal creative editing that he does with his brother, and you can see him parachute into things like Love Island, the Avengers movies, and all kinds of random reviews, as well as some Feast Fridays. So if you haven't had a chance to check out Kevin Exconde, you're going to want to make sure you see him for sure. Beside him, you got PJ McFadden. Basically, you're walking through his life in Thailand. And no 2 days are the same. He shares it all with you, the good, the bad, not the ugly, because if you look at him, that is a beautiful man right there, I tell you. The fact he doesn't have his own magazine yet is astounding to me, but that is PJ on the one end. The only thing about PJ that makes me sad for him is the fact he cut his hair, because he had this wonderful lush head of hair before, which I sadly do not have anymore. So there's where we're at. Movie artist, thanks. Good to see you. So what I wanted to do to get started, some of you don't know you two guys as well as me, as we all kind of bling. So I've got a couple questions just to get things going. So I'm going to start with you, Kev, because you're seated closest to me. right? You're in the middle. You're tucked in there nicely. And
it's because I'm short. It looks like I'm tucked in.
No. I didn't notice, but in the thumbnail picture, I didn't make you shorter than everyone else.
I know. I was looking at it. I was like, you couldn't beef me up a little bit.
Look.
You couldn't use the one with my shirt off.
I didn't. Yeah, I was gonna superimpose that. That's more your abilities than mine. Okay. So my question to you, Kev, is this: what is the one physical trait you have that anyone else would want?
Physical trait?
Physical trait about yourself?
Absolutely nothing.
Oh, come on.
What is it? Oh, yeah, I guess my hair, but...
Hair.
Yeah, thanks, PJ. I appreciate it. Yeah, my hair, I guess.
Okay, so Kevin, right now, for those of you out there, if you're looking out, thanks for joining us, Chris BT. I love it, Miles. I love it, and he was on time, Miles. I take it back. I stand corrected. PJ, he warned me, he said he might not make it, but he said he did, and he is amazing the fact he did. So Kevin's gift to the world, and this is what he just said. This is my question. Kevin said, if I could give any part of me to the entire world, it would be his hair. And I think that's a great gift because if I could take something of Kevin's right now, it would probably be his hair as well. PJ, similar question, but with slightly different. What is the one physical trait you have that no one else would want?
Oh. Jeez, that's a tough. Well, you cannot ask me an easy question, huh? That was a difficult question.
I gave you the same question as Kevin. I gave you the same question as Kevin.
Yeah, Kevin's question was easy because he was like, "There's nothing nobody wants from me." No, it's the opposite.
No.
I know, what a curveball.
So that's my question for you, PJ. What's the one thing that you would want to get rid of and give to everyone else in the world? Is it like, do you have like maybe you can't hear out of one ear? Maybe you've got some sort of leaky eardrum or nostril or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah, probably like my love handles on the side here. Someone can take them if they want to.
So you see, those of you who are just joining us here, what Kevin wants to give all of you is his lush head of hair, and what PJ wants to give all of you is his love handles. So you can see already.
I think we need to see them. I think we need to see them, though.
Already in the middle of a high tree. It's great to see it. In the middle, I love the fact that you're both giving. It's funny. Okay, Kev, I'll give you the chance to ask me. Which one should I do? Do you want me to tell people what I would give them of myself or the worst part of me that I would want to give away? What do you think?
Worst part for sure.
Oh, 100% the easiest thing. The worst part about me is my toes. Each one of my toes looks like a different one of those chicken wings you buy when you go out for dinner. Like the bulby ones and the flat ones.
I guess I'm not having chicken wings.
No, but this is the worst part about it. Each one of my toes is not shaped like a bulby chicken wing. Some are shaped bulby and some are shaped flatty. So there's no consistency. It's terrible.
Like your toes are throwing up gang signs type of thing?
You say, Jen, let me see them. I'm not that flexible, Jen. I need more yoga.
Let me see them.
This is Kevin, you bring up a good point. Do my feet throw gang signs? This is the issue, the fact that in certain parts of the United States, I need to wear socks. I can't wear flip-flops.
Yeah, you can't go out. You can't go out there.
Okay. I can't go out because it'll cause a problem. Okay, second question here. This is an easy one for you. Kevin, as we get to know, I'll go to PJ first this one. PJ, as we get to know you better, what's your sign, your astrological sign? This is, people always like to say, what's your sign?
Yeah, mine's is Aquarius.
Aquarius!
Yeah.
You're my Aquarius brother. I'm also an Aquarius. PJ, this is amazing.
I feel so left out.
Kevin, don't be left out.
I want an Aquarius hug. I feel like I'm in an Aquarius sandwich right now.
Yeah, don't be left out, Kev. What are you?
Sagittarius.
I don't even know what that means.
Oh, yeah.
All I know is it sounds like sad. Like
Sagittarius now.
Man, I'm sorry. Okay, but by the way, PJ, we just put this on the list of things we have in common. Like,
exactly, yeah.
This is amazing. All right, next one right here. PJ, of the five senses, which one would you say is your best sense? Just as we get to know you, before the would you rathers, of the five senses, so that's hearing, touch, taste, smell, and
sight.
Hearing, touch, taste, and sight. Of those five, which is your absolute best?
Sight.
Kevin's left out. Unless those glasses are for show. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying. Already, as soon as you said it, PJ, Kevin rolled his eyes. He's like, already, here I am again, dealing with another one of these kids.
I was actually testing my sight. I was like, is it good right now, or like touching myself? I wasn't gonna say sight. I'm like a visual person, so you know what I mean. And I feel like sight, but now I'm second guessing myself. You're like I did this quick. I did this quick test, and I was like, I don't know. So I'm kind of blind. I wear glasses.
Okay. Hypothetically, Kevin, if you were to be knocked down and lose your glasses, would sense of sight still be your best sense?
Oh, absolutely not. That it would go from 1 to 7th. Is like, I think it would have to be touch at that point.
Oh my! Now there's a story there.
Whoa, okay, move on. Let's move on. Next question.
Okay, fair enough. Great to see you. Lovely journeys. Thank you so much for dropping by. Brandon Jackson for tweeting this out. Thank you. Thanks so much, Brandon Jackson. It's funny though, when you went to sense of touch, I could see you smiled a little bit. So there's a story, Mitch. Maybe it's for like if we ran the show later at night, but we'll move on.
Yeah, after hours.
For me, it's kind of a double-edged sword. My best sense has always been my sense of smell. Now, as you can understand, that's a win and a loss all at once. Because if you go into any public restroom, it's honestly, it's like a smack to the face every time.
You don't want that.
No, because and as you know, sense of smell and taste are so linked. Sometimes you walk in there and
yeah, or like when someone like passes gas, you can kind of taste it. You're like, why is this?
They don't even they can pass gas and be like a distant away, and not only can I hear it, but I can smell that too. It is not good. Joel, great to see you. Miles be running. I love it. Miles wants the story of the touch. We hope we can get it. We hope we can get it at some point. Maybe as Kevin is notoriously, let's just say, and this is, I've read this from things that his family's posted on their family blog. Kevin is notoriously slow to warm up. So as Kevin warms up, we'll start sharing some more of his stories.
I should take a couple of shots.
Josh and Jalal, great to see you. At PJ, we know, and this is the staunch Irishman in him, and I can say this as someone who's been to Ireland. I did spend 8 days driving the island. I drove from Dublin up to Belfast, Giant's Causeway, all the way around. I saw all of it. The Irish are quick to warm up, they're quick to share, and they're a lovely, fun bunch in a very wet country. Okay, the next question. I'll go to PJ first in this one. PJ, when you were younger, what was the strangest way that your parents ever disciplined you? The strangest way. So if you got in trouble for something, what's the strangest way that they ever punished you? Not the old school ways, which many of us dealt with. I sometimes still have trouble seeing a wooden spoon story time.
PJ, never look at that corner again.
Yeah, exactly. PJ, strangest way your parents ever disciplined you?
How's that? I don't know. I guess threatened to not let me go to football.
So you were never actually punished. They just said you couldn't do something.
I think like not that way anyways, like, but football was like the big thing for me. So if they said to you, you're like, hey, you're not going to go to football now, and they'd leave it maybe up until like the last minute to say, okay, you can go now. But like it would always be like sweating up until that point, but then afterwards it'd be like, okay, you can go now. But you're like, fuck, you left it to the last minute, like it's nearly time to go now.
But what you're saying is you were still never really punished.
I mean, it was like punished.
It was the threat of punishment.
The threat of punishment is a lot more than actual punishment.
That's not true. That is not true. I've been really punished. The threat, I will take the threat every day of the week.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Just to clear for our international audience, when you say football, do you mean American football or soccer?
No, I actually mean Gaelic football, which is like the Irish sport. Yeah.
The Irish sport. So it was neither what any of us out there thought. Okay, so this is good for clarification. Yeah, this is good. See, this is what the BS Life community does. We educate the world, country by country. And right there, PJ sharing some of his Gaelic Irish lifestyle with us, and his parents. In fact, they never actually disciplined him, but just talk about discipline. Kevin, what about yourself? Strangest way your parents ever disciplined you?
I don't know if it's the strangest way. My if you live in an Asian household, there's this thing called a slipper. It's like the most dangerous. It's the most dangerous weapon any Asian mom can hold. It's like, if you see it come off of the foot, it's over. It's a wrap. You just take a beating. Sometimes I would start crying and lie on the floor because I knew how bad it was going to be.
So again, it was more the threat of punished than everything. And Miles B. Runnin says he was punished every time Miles B. Runnin says he was punished every single time he's late for curfew, and the threat of punishment is not punishment. Miles, I 100% agree with you. For myself, my parents were fairly creative with the way they punished me, and they believed old school, like spare the rod, spoil the child, so they never spared. One was my parents could hear me playing music in my room while I was doing my homework. So my dad shut off the power to my room. He literally went to the basement, flipped the breaker so there was no power to my room. So I literally had to use the light from the window, and I had no music, no electricity. That is the kind of family I grew up in. My dad grew up on a farm. That is how I got. That was one of mine.
You had a tough life, I think.
Yeah, I would be dead if I were you, like instantly. Like I would not survive.
Okay. So where we're gonna go tonight is this. What we're gonna do for those of you just joining us, just a chance for you guys to get to know PJ, a chance to get to know Kev. We've myself, Brad. It's me, BS, on the one side there. Kevin Exconde is in the middle, and PJ McFadden is on the far side for some of you. I don't know if that's stage right, stage left, depends on where you are. And if you haven't had a chance, PJ McFadden's got his own channel, Kevin Exconde's got his own channel, and myBSlife, you're here, and it's amazing to see you all. Our plan tonight is to do some would you rather questions. So the way it's going to work, we've each written down questions that the other two people do not know. So they're not all coming from me. Some questions, some of you've sent in to me, which is amazing. And if obviously you've got more would you rathers, you can write them down. We'll try to get to them as well. So what we're gonna do is we'll alternate who goes first, and Kev and PJ will also answer our own question. Just that way, it all kind of gets settled. Make sense, boys?
Yeah. Are we doing this rapid fire, or is this like a? Are we doing well? You know what? I'll let you guys go because I have two sets of questions. Ones that are ridiculous. And ones that are serious.
No, you just go. You the slipper is dangerous to us Mexicans as well. There you go. So like
it's a universal weapon. I'm telling you.
No, but it's not. It's not.
Really?
My mom didn't wear slippers. She chased me around with a wooden spoon. In my house, is wooden spoon or a hand. Sometimes belt, but rarely. I don't think you can.
The slipper though is like my mom. It was like an extension of her hand. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Yeah, it was like I'd much rather get hit by a 2x4 than my mom's slipper.
What was the sound when your mom put the slipper on again?
Huh?
What was the sound?
That's what it sounded like. Terminator. I saw my mom as like 4'11" Terminator, and I was like, oh my god.
So your mom 4'11". PJ, how tall is your mom?
5'1" or something.
My mom is a veritable giant compared to yours. She's 5'5".
Yeah, she's huge compared to mine. She towers over mine.
Hey, you do not call my mom huge.
I'm sorry.
Not cool. You say
I'll
she's
apologize.
tall.
Don't take it back. Yeah.
Okay, here you go. Mosby run the wooden spoon or Sperry poop, both for the shoot. I get you. Okay, first question for both of you. I'm gonna go to Kev. You're gonna get it first, okay?
Okay.
If you had to choose between having an extra 3 fingers or a small tail you could tuck in your pants, which would you choose? An extra 3 fingers or a small tail?
Can the tail grab things, or is it just the tail? Like it's just for aesthetic?
It's mostly just for show. It's just a tail.
Oh, the fingers, for sure.
So an extra 3 fingers, even though it makes buying gloves tricky.
Yeah. I'll just buy 2 gloves and then just rubber band the other 2 fingers.
So what do you do with your one thumb? It's like you're just gonna have it like.
Wait, do I get to place the fingers, or is it just random?
Look, you're Canadian. Why wouldn't you just buy a mitten? This makes no sense.
I did. See, you thought of these. I didn't. Plus, I hate mittens.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. PJ, what about yourself? 3 extra fingers or a small tail?
I'd pick the small tail.
You're going small tail. Why would you go small tail?
Well, anything to make it look big down there.
Fair enough. PJ, very honest. Very honest. Now, PJ, I'm not sure how
Can I change my answer?
I just didn't realize how many places PJ went into backwards. That's the part that throws me off. Jesham Jalal says, nobody ever got beat with an Asian broom. I guess not in this panel, no.
No, it was always a slipper.
Rants with Roger says, give me a tail, he'll find a use for it. That's fair enough, fair enough. For me, if it's the extra 3 fingers or the tail, I'm definitely going the extra 3 fingers. I've already got awkwardly large hands. Like, it's one of those things, I can palm a basketball, I can palm a motorcycle helmet, so throw 3 more fingers on there. Like, the only thing that's not going to hurt is my bowling game. So I'm going 3 fingers for sure. There's not a doubt in my mind. Move with Jen. So based on the side, I guess, PJ, you're getting points for this. And now we're not actually scoring points, but if I was scoring points, PJ, you just got 100 points.
I'm taking points anyway. I don't know about you.
Wow.
You're getting points. You got points.
It's getting serious right now.
Kevin, nothing for you and I. Okay, that was my opening question. Kevin, let's go to you. What's your opening question? Ask PJ and I anything. Or would you rather? You're up.
All right. Would you rather burn alive or freeze to death?
Ooh. Who are you asking first?
I'll ask PJ first. Sorry.
PJ.
That's a tough question. Burned alive or frozen to death? I guess frozen to death. because I hate being burned. And if I touch like a kettle or something and it's hot and it just burns, like, ow, I hate this. So I'd rather just like freeze to death.
Okay, wait a second. But you moved from Ireland to Thailand, which is considerably hotter than Ireland, and yet you're afraid of warmth.
No, I'm not afraid of warmth. I'm afraid of extreme warmth. There's a difference.
You certainly don't deal with extreme warmth in Ireland.
No, extreme cold in Ireland. That's why I know I'd be okay, happy to freeze to death. But I know if I had to like burn to death, I'd be like, nah, this is not for me, this life.
Fair enough. I love outdoor travel is keeping a score. That's fair enough. Okay, for me, I think I'm next here. My answer is going to be freeze to death. I'm going to go with freeze to death because I think it just, from what I understand, just kind of shut down. Like, I think your body you could just get cold. And also the other thing about freezing cold is your body burns more calories when it's cold. And then people find my corpse and I might have a six-pack. They'll be like, wow, look at him. This guy's in great shape. Like, that's the advantage of freezing to death, is because I'll be buried and I'll look ripped. So I'm going with freeze to death over burned alive.
It would take me forever to look ripped. I would have to freeze for like a year and a half. But I would still much rather freeze to death. I think it's because I'm Canadian too. And I feel like I would look scarier if someone found me. Like if I was frozen, like as opposed to like ashes.
All right.
So I'm going for the scare factor.
You're going for the scare factor? So
I'm going for the scare factor.
All right. Straight scare factor. PJ, you can decide. Ransom Roger says he feels like burned would hurt a lot more. I think you're right. You've got all those like little itsies, bitsies, and they don't want to be cooked. Good answer. You look great on your corpse. Thank you. So I don't know who gets the points. Outdoor travel, someone can throw in the points, or PJ. No, this was Kevin's question. Kevin, you decide who gets the point.
Oh, I decide. I thought we were gonna let the people decide.
Oh, okay, then we'll wait till one or two people decide. While they decide who gets the point, Slim first says you definitely feel the. Let's see what it says. You definitely feel the burn until you die. To freeze, you'd go numb and then die. That was morbid. I like it. Well, Celine, I believe you sent me in a question after. Right now we got a question. Right now we're gonna hit up a question here from PJ. Go for it, PJ. Your question.
You mean my would you rather?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is one. Would you rather, I said in my vlog, would you rather nipples for fingers or fingers for nipples?
Nipples for
PJ,
fingers.
you decide who goes first. Nipples for fingers.
This is for you, Mr. myBSlife.
Me? Oh, okay. Nipples for fingers or fingers for nipples?
Yeah.
Okay. Outdoor travel says I've got it. Nice. I've got some points. And like Miles B running. That's it. Yes. I haven't won anything in a long time, so I'm going to take this story, Kev.
Damn it.
Okay, this is okay, but PJ, I'd like to follow up. I can nipples for fingers, fingers for nipples. If I choose one, does the other one become the opposite?
I
so
guess
if my fingers are nipples, then my nipples become fingers?
Yeah.
Okay. Fingers? Nope, that's not right. Nipples for fingers or fingers for nipples? Yeah. I'm gonna go with I guess I've got to go with I guess I'm going to go fingers for nipples. Fingers for nipples. This is my reason why. Because oftentimes I could just cut little, like right here in my shirt, I could just cut little holes right here, poke my little hands out. And the majority of the time when you got little hands, you can work around like this everywhere you go. So when you're in the supermarket, it's very practical. You can still pick things up because otherwise fingers, like having little nipples. Now, I'm not saying nipples don't serve a purpose for a lot of men, but what I am going to say is nipples don't serve a lot of purpose for me. So for me, I'm a direct result. I would rather have more fingers than more nipples. Direct result of the fact that I can use these fingers more often. Now, yes, Kevin, you called for
time out. Yeah, I called for a timeout. Is it PJ? Is it actually like all fingers as in nipples? Because I was picturing like one finger as like
just one finger. Just one finger.
Okay. Sorry.
That's weird.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, why would you even think of that? PJ. That's why, because PJ and I are visual people. So this is how we.
It's never going to be that. I'm really going to have two hands like sticking out here like T-Rex.
Damn it, PJ! I said, are we switching all our fingers for nipples? And you nodded yes. Clearly, yeah, I'm getting mixed messages, PJ, and this is true with a lot of the relationships I've had in my life. I'm getting mixed messages. Stuff being said. So my answer is nipples for fingers, so I can go with it. Kev, over to you.
I feel like I would do the fingers for nipples because I just feel like I could style it better a little bit, you know? It would kind of look like pasties.
I don't even know what that means.
You guys don't know what pasties are?
Okay, but we've got an international group here, so you need to describe what is a pasty.
Pasty is like a nipple cover, basically. It's like a toque or a beanie for your nipples.
Okay, then this, of course.
So I feel like I could style it.
I know PJ's thinking the same thing I am. How often do you wear pasties, Kevin?
Honestly, it's one of those go with like how I'm feeling kind of day.
Yeah.
Okay, PJ, you're the final one. Wait, fingers, nipples, fingers.
Here's a sub question. So would you put gloves on your nipple fingers, or would you wear a hat?
Gloves on my nipple fingers. This is like I feel like I have to write it down so I can understand. Or PJ, you have to draw me a picture.
No,
wait,
I do not want to see that picture. I do not want to see a picture. No.
I don't know. That's maybe a hat. Maybe a hat.
Or are you gonna wear like a pair of gloves?
No, I feel like it's like because it's a solo finger, it doesn't need like it's deserving of more attention. So I'd definitely do the hat.
Yeah.
As opposed to the glove. Then it's like, hey, where are my other boys?
Yeah, exactly.
Francis just got here. Good to see you, Francis. Okay, I think for me, I'm gonna go with the hat because unlike Kevin, I'm a big mitten guy. Because where I live in Canada, Ottawa is considerably colder than where Kevin lives in Toronto. Even though it's only 4.5 hour drive, he'd agree with me. It's much. Winters are much more mild there. So I often need mittens, or else at some point my fingers will literally freeze and fall off. PJ, you haven't answered the nipple question though. It's over to you. Rocky Indian, great to see you, my friend. PJ, what would you do?
I think it'd be kind of cool to have like little fingers here. Like it'd be like a party piece to somebody. Hey, what's your party piece? You're like, hold on till I show you. Just like whip it out, 2 fingers just dangling around.
All I know is you were so quick about using the phrase, I'm just going to whip it out and show this off. Now, I know you've used that line in the past, but that again goes with that again goes with the after hour show we talked about before. I think this is also fun because this was a unanimous one. We all agreed on the same. We'd rather have nipples for fingers. Yeah. How many of you guys know, do you guys know the nipple principle? Okay, so the nipple principle is this is where we get to teach the BS world a little something new. Apparently, mammals, when they have animals or humans, you have twice as many nipples as you typically do in your litter. So most humans have 1 baby at birth, so they have 2 nipples. Most dogs have a whole bunch of nipples, and that's twice as many as they actually have. Double check it. This is fun facts with the boys on a Tuesday night. That is the nipple principle. Twice as many nipples as are usually born in the litter. Arrogant Nats Barcelona, great to see you. As we go on, Celine Ferocious. Okay, here we go. I've actually got a question from, we each asked a question. I'm gonna ask a question from one of the ones that got sent in, okay? I got this question right here from Celine Ferocious, who's in the house. Perfect timing, Celine, good to see you. Right here, she said, would you rather live in a country of your choice with $2,000 a month or spend 10 minutes on the moon? So I'll word it one more time for you. Would you rather live in a country of your choice where you're given $2,000 a month to spend, or would you rather spend 10 minutes on the moon? PJ, going to you first. This is from Celine Ferocious. Thank you for the question, Celine. PJ, you're up.
I'm taking $2,000 a month.
Okay, PJ, we lost you in your mic there. You did something. Can we?
You hear me now?
Yeah, crystal clear.
Okay, so yeah, I would choose the $2,000 a month to live in any country I want.
Okay. Why?
Well, like 10 minutes. Like, does anyone really enjoy anything for 10 minutes?
Well, yeah, Kevin and I are both nodding, so you're overruled, PJ. You're overruled.
10 minutes, you're doing something wrong. Like, so you need to.
I could enjoy something in 2 minutes, and that's 5 times on the moon. And the gravity. Think about the gravity, PJ. About the gravity.
I love it. Kev, over to you.
Man, honestly, the moon. I'm at this point. I can't go back on it. No, I get it. I just feel like how many people could say they've been on the moon?
Yeah. Okay. I welcome Adrian, Nico. Great to see you guys. Nice of you to drop by.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
I think for me, I'm gonna do the one with. I'm gonna agree with PJ. I'm gonna do the one where I get $2,000 in a $2,000 in a country of my choice per month, because it takes you like years just to get to the moon. I feel like that's too much of a commitment. I struggle with commitment as it is sometimes, I think. So the fact that I've got to get there and get back.
Whoa, wait. We're talking about travel issues now? Like, what is that? Do I need a passport? Is there like, well, I didn't know about all this.
Okay. Sorry, Kevin.
Am I teleporting? Like beam me up, Scotty?
Kevin, I didn't think PJ and I had to break this down for you.
Well, I'm sorry. You started bringing in all these things from left field. Okay.
Rich Kev?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, I think it's safe to say that there's no way Kevin won that one just for his loot.
Whoa. Okay. All right. I'll give it to one of you guys. Chat, please pick.
Oh, because Kevin hasn't won one yet. I forgot. That's
I know. I'm gonna go like -5.
No, we don't believe in negatives. I love Adrian Eco. PJ McFadden's next Guy Ritchie film. That's because PJ he's sporting what I believe is some growth there. PJ, this is not on my list. I'm you know what? I'm veering away from our set schedule of others. My question for you, PJ, is this. Can you grow a full beard? And have you ever grown a full beard? Kevin, coming your way next.
Oh my gosh.
It's like one of my biggest regrets in life is not being able to grow a beard. If I could grow a beard, I'd grow like a real big one down to here.
Give us a little profile. Give us a little profile there, PJ. Oh, you can grow. Oh, you don't have the connectors.
Yeah, mine's like looks like there's like a big gap missing here, and you're like, what's the rest of the beard like? So that's why I curse my mother every day. It's like, why did you not make me grow a beard? Like,
wait a second. Is this because your mother has a great beard and you don't?
I don't know if she's gonna watch this, so I can say anything I want, really.
Well, I know my family won't see it.
Yeah, but no, I was just like, come on, you think you'd give me like a better beard? That's all I want in goddamn life is to have a beard, like, and you can't even give me that one thing. Like, it grows to a certain length and then it doesn't connect anywhere, and then it looks like a goddamn cat with whiskers everywhere.
So wait a second. I just want to make sure I heard you right. Kev, correct me if in case I missed something. The one regret PJ has of his entire life from genetics from his parents is the fact he doesn't have a fuller beard.
That's all I wanted in life. Was like, could you not just at least give me that one thing? I don't think it's too much to ask for.
I'm the same. I'm with PJ.
Yeah.
Wait a second. Yeah. Well, Kev, then this is my follow-up question, Kev. Have you grown a beard?
Yeah, this is a year and a half.
Give us the profile view,
look,
like PJ did.
It's like whiskers.
Yeah.
I could name the 5 that are on my upper lip.
Okay.
This is literally like this has been a week and a half.
So a week and a half of growth. I think I'm about the same. I think I'm about a week and a half of growth in there too. I don't know.
My goodness.
Well, Papa Eat says he feels PJ's pain about no beard. I hear you. Wait a second. But
whoa, Papa said. He said I thought it with the same weird mustache. I didn't say mine was weird.
I'm sensing a lot of judgment. Papa Eat. Okay, I'm not even sure I can say that or YouTube will ban me, but I'm just going to leave it over in the corner. Everyone else can read it for themselves.
Well, I'm crying over here.
Okay, so Kevin, you're right. You didn't say your beard was weird, but Kev, that PJ brought up a good point. Kevin, if there's one trait that you feel like you got gypped out on by your parents, PJ got gypped out on the hair growth that his mother clearly has. Kevin, what's the one thing that you wish you had more of?
Oh, my height. But it kind of comes with the territory. I'm like a solid 5'4".
Yeah, but your mom is how tall?
Like 4'11".
So you didn't. Well, how tall is your dad?
Well, you know what? Like, I'm sure I wish I could be taller.
No, but that's my point. See, the difference is between you and PJ. PJ's mom has an epic beard. That's what he wants. But your mom is not tall. You're taller than your mom, so you got the height.
I know, but they could have done something. A little bit of radiation, some more milk. I don't know.
Maybe was there no milk? Was there no milk?
No. Soy sauce. They're just chugging that.
No milk in Asian.
And we said this at the beginning. Look how we are educating people all over the world. So if you didn't realize this, and Kevin, if this is too personal question, you need to answer. You don't need to answer. What's your background? You said.
My parents are from the Philippines.
Their parents from the Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
So in case you didn't realize this, and I'm learning from this as well. So children who grew up in the Philippines, or if you've moved around the world and you've got parents who are Filipino, you were served soy sauce as a child instead of milk.
And honestly, I'm probably one of the tallest Filipinos in Canada. That's just like the average height. Like,
so if someone out there is casting a part and they need basically a giant Filipino, Kevin Exconde is in Toronto. You can find him on YouTube. He's there. He's easy to find. If Guy Ritchie happens to see this and you're looking for someone who can maybe be in one of your movies, PJ McFadden, he's got his own channel. Check it out. And he's always got something on his mind. My thing with things I missed out from my parents, it's going to be the height again. I'm 5'10". My dad is 6'2". His dad is 6'4".
Yeah.
My sister's
You're really gonna rub it in my face like this?
My sister's 5'9". My mom is 5'5". So I guess, yeah.
Unbelievable.
Kevin, as an adopted family member, it's okay that you're shorter than my mother because she will take care of you. She will tuck you into her bosom, and it's a lot of bosom, and she will love on you.
Your whole family could use me as a volleyball, is what I'm getting at.
Highly possible, highly possible. Okay, next question, because we took one from the people. Thank you, Slim, for that question. My next question for both of you, because we're going around the, okay, this one. I think, who did I ask first last time? Kev or PJ?
I think you asked me the first round, but yeah, I don't think it matters.
So Kev, so PJ, I'm going over to you. You could choose between going to jail for 1 year or losing 7 years of your life. So you go to jail for 1 year or you live 7 years less. Which would you pick?
I'd say go to jail for, geez, that's a tough question, right? I'd say go to jail for 1 year.
Jail for 1 year it is. So what's the appeal to jail for you? Why does it make you always think, I'm PJ McFadden, Irishman living in Thailand. Why do I want to go with my pseudo beard to jail for 1 year?
Just you like badass, and anyone in the street just won't message you because you've been in jail. You're like, yeah, I did time. I mean, you could just like walk up to anyone and just go, you better watch yourself. Spend time in the slammer 1 year. And nobody knows what it's for. Like it could be for like running over an old lady, or it could be for like taking sweets from the shelf. It doesn't really matter. Like, but anyone says you were in jail, you're like, don't want to mess with that guy.
And I like the point that outdoor travel is venture, and you get jacked in jail. So
that's that was gonna be my reason. I was like, man, I could finally just focus on my body.
Might actually get a respect.
So I love this. So Kevin, your main reason for going to jail is the fact that you can really just take your focus on your body.
Yeah, because like my body's not that great right now, so you know, I think I deserve to go to jail. Sorry, you guys both cut out at the same time.
You should go to jail just for your bad body alone.
Yeah, like I might after this rob a bank.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to come back to that rob a bank thing, but let's just. I think for me, just because it's nice to give people the option. If I was going to take 7 years or 1 year in jail, I think I'll take my chances with jail as well. Now, I'd like to preface this. I prefer one in Norway, Sweden, or Canada, as opposed to what I've seen in parts of Mexico, South America, and some of those other places. Those jails are completely different. Yeah, Thailand.
Wait, are we picking jails though? Yeah. Like now, like I feel like you're always like throwing it in there. Like, are we traveling to the moon, or what kind of jail is it? Is it a nice jail, like Pablo Escobar styles? Like, do I get to see my homies? Like, do I get to make YouTube videos and vlog it? Like, hey guys, what's going on? It's Kevin jail. I'm working out today.
No, Kevin, you've gone too far. That's ridiculous. Of course you don't get what I am going to say is this. Kevin, when you host your first live next week, you're doing a live next week, right, Kev?
I hope so.
Okay. Well, Kevin, at that point, you make the rules. Until then, I'm calling this off. This is what I said's going down.
You got it. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So this is great. So if you were going to be sent to jail, Kevin, what would be the crime you would want to commit to be sent to jail for? Because you said rob a bank, and you were there quick. So how would you go about robbing a bank?
How would I go about robbing a bank?
Yeah, because you without even thinking, you were no hesitation. You're like, boom, I'm robbing this bank. I'm in.
Yeah, it just seems like I don't have much planning to do. I could just walk in. You know, who's gonna think this guy is robbing a bank? 5 foot nothing Asian guy with long hair and glasses
and whiskers.
Thanks, PJ, for reminding me.
PJ, what yourself? What would you rob? What would you steal, or how would you go about it?
I'd probably do like a prison break type of thing, just to like go to jail just to break out of jail. Be Michael Schofield, and then
I love that. Yeah,
do like 5 or 6 times because that's stupid. Like there's only so many times you can go into prison and come back out again. Like movie plot loses its time. Then you're like, come on, man, I'm not that stupid. Panama, Chicago, wherever. Like, come on, how many times are you going to get caught and put back into jail again?
I agree completely. Good to see you, Jason. Oh, I was going to say, if you're going to watch one series of a TV show, one of my favorite ones is going to be Prison Break. Season 1 of if you're out there wherever you are, if you haven't seen it, I don't know if it's on Netflix or just stream it. You can stream things. It's find a way on the wind and the wires to see Prison Break. Only season 1. After season 1, honestly, it goes way downhill. But you can see emphatically the other members of the BS community who are dialed in with us, Kevin, PJ from around the world. You both agree season 1 of Prison Break is awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Just to go back to my prison one, if I was going to do a prison robbery, all I know is it would want to involve Catherine Zeta-Jones from Entrapment. If you haven't seen that movie, Catherine Zeta-Jones looks outstanding, and she does this with Sean Connery. And it's just, if you're going to rob a bank, I think you want her on your side. I've said enough. So if you've seen it, yeah. And Cha-Cha's Journal, Welcome to the House. You've seen all the episodes and you love them all. So this is someone else who agrees that down the prison break. PJ, over to you. Your next would you rather? What would it be?
Okay, so would you rather be completely insane and know you're insane, or completely insane and believe you are sane? So let me say one time. Would you rather be completely insane and know that you're insane, or would you rather be completely insane and believe that you're sane? That make sense?
Yeah. No.
I feel like I would be in. Sorry, I was just gonna jump in there.
Oh yeah, no, jump in. I
feel like knowing I'm insane, I would go for, because I would just mess with people. You know what I mean? I would mess with people, just act all crazy. Me with my finger nipples.
So you know you're insane, but you're acting sane?
No, you're insane, but you know you're insane, or you're insane, but you think you're sane.
Oh, I 100%. This is for me. This is a no-brainer. I'm insane, but I think I'm insane. But I think I'm sane, which I think is my regular life. Like I already think. Like I don't think that changes that much. Thanks, Celine. Celine, give me points for that one. Yeah. Miles knows what I'm talking about right there. If you haven't seen that, if you don't know what we're talking about, you can YouTube at some point, preferably in another 20 minutes. Catherine Zeta-Jones dipping underneath the lasers, and you will see. Miles can appreciate that. I'm going with the fact that I'd be happy to be sane, because like I'm already living this life anyway. PJ, which one would you pick?
I'd probably know that I'm insane as well, because it'd be kind of cool, as Kev said, just to like mess with people, like just go around like creep people out. Walk around with a rule down the side of your mouth or something, or half your head shaven sideways, or just something random like that, and you know, like you're freaking people out. Start making random noises.
Yeah, or you could just walk around with a beard that doesn't fully connect in spots.
Or whiskers.
Yeah, exactly. So we've already got that covered.
Yeah, so you're part right there. Outdoor Travel Adventures is giving us a score update. I don't think this is accurate. I don't even know if we've done this.
No, definitely. First of all, Outdoor Travel Adventures. Come on now. I have more than one. Huh?
Kevin, over to you. What's your question?
All right. Would you rather look 10 years older from the neck up, or 10 years older from the neck down?
10 years older.
And we're going to go with Brad first on this one.
Oh, 10 years older from definitely 10 years older from the neck down. Because like for me, like there's no brainer. Like everything for me, like I live in Canada. We're covered in snow 10 months of the year. It's freezing cold most of the year. No one sees, and up here cannot afford any more aging. Like this is what it is. Like I've taken so much abuse from the snow and everything else. So this is what I'm dealing with. So no, I would 100% take neck down 10 years older. And that I would even take neck down 20 years older. I will take I will take your 10 and double it to 20.
Wow.
Because I already see guys, I'm 14 and look at me. I look weird.
It's crazy because I'm actually 63. This is the Asian glow, you know what I mean? I'm actually a senior citizen.
Yeah, I wish. So
me, my question.
Yeah.
From the head up.
You want to look 10 years older?
Yeah, I mean, like I could do anything I wanted because I've got like a really good personality. So I mean, like if I wanted to do something, I could do it because my personality would shine through it anyways. I think your personality will outshine the way you look.
Your personality will outshine the way you look.
Yeah, it's working for me so far. So I mean, I could imagine 10 years older. My face is not going to make a difference.
Fair. No, I love it. Kev, what would you pick?
Oh, 10 years older from the neck up for sure. Because okay, the thing with Asians is like, especially like we look like this until about like 60, then we look like Ninja Turtles like instantly.
Yeah.
It's like instant. Like we look like prunes. So I'd look like I'd look the same.
Yeah, you're lucky.
Okay. I don't know. Francis Floyd. PJ's personality really would shine through. I love it. And then I love this. I don't think it's accurate. Outdoor Adventure says the beard will eventually connect. I don't know if that's true.
This is never going to connect.
I'll give you my 5 hairs, PJ, and you can just like attach it to the.
Okay, here's another. Yeah, that's okay. Here's another question. Tony Claire sent us in this question. She said, "Would you rather know how you will die or when you will die?" Here's the question: would you rather know how you will die or when you will die? Kevin, going to you first. How you will die or when you will die?
No, when for sure, because at least I can, spend that time, whatever time I have left. If it's how, like, let's say it's like, oh, Kev, this mic is gonna strangle you. It's like, okay, well, now I'm nervous for the rest of my life now that I'm sitting at the desk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like if they said tomorrow, then I would live these next 24 hours to the fullest, grow my beard out.
PJ, what about you? How or when?
Trying to grow your beard? You'd be safe enough. They said to you, you will die once your beard grows. You'd be like, well, I'm living forever.
Yeah. Immortal.
Yeah. 250 years later, the beard maybe like goes down all the way to here. You're like, that's it. Time.
Yeah, like
100%. PJ, which would you pick?
I would choose. I forgot what the question was to try to answer it. I know the option, but I can't answer it.
Okay.
When you will die or how you will die?
Would you rather know how you will die or when you will die?
I'd rather know how I would die, because I'm not going to do something stupid like Kev if he's beside the microphone.
Why is everyone saying stupid?
Not going to be
seen a mic strangle someone.
If the microphone's going to kill me, I'm going to stay away from the microphone.
Fair enough. I think
hey, don't go near the water because you'll die if you go near the water. I'm like, well, that's fine then. The water's not for me.
How about like a car accident? If someone says a car accident,
I'll start flying somewhere.
There you go.
Walking.
I think for me, I'm with Kev on this one. I'm going when. Because if I can track this thing down, in the end, how doesn't really matter to me because it's going to happen when it happens. For me, it's going to be something stupid. I totally understand this. Like, I'm going to be trying to build something and I'm going to see, oh, will this work? Or I'm going to be trying to when I was in Niagara Falls, I filmed an ab workout. And so I was mentioning this the other day. And so I hopped over the little railing they have there in Niagara Falls to get a little closer because I didn't want the camera to be obstructed by the railing. So when I put up the 10-minute ab workout by Niagara Falls, I'm literally on the other side of the fence as close to the falls as I can be without taking what they call the plunge of death. So I'm going to go with when, and I'm just going to live until then and do everything I can. So excellent question, Tony. Excellent question, Tony Claire. Here's one. Here's one for you guys. Would you rather, this one, I'm going to go back to you, Kev, first. If you had to choose, would you rather always have all traffic lights green or when you farted, it smells like fresh baked bread? So when you're driving,
traffic lights green.
Okay.
For sure. I feel like just efficiency in life.
Are you typically a gassy person?
Yeah. And it's like sometimes it's funny for it to smell bad because then you could really ruin people's days. But I'm just saying, I'm not gonna go as a party trick and be like, "Hey guys, one of those." But all green lights. Yeah, just here's a present. Here's fresh bread, and they're like, "Hey, is there bread here?" And you're like, "No, that's my fart." I don't think that's that should be a thing.
But why did you immediately go to? You want to be able to ruin people's day? That was really dark.
Okay, so I live with I have a lot of guy cousins. I have a huge family. And it's just one of those things where you grow up and it's just something that we do. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like that for you guys and that's just how it is.
All right. PJ, what about yourself?
Crop dusting.
Crop dusting.
Okay.
I think I'd rather choose the bread one because I'm all about the party pieces. I mean, imagine me going up to somebody showing off my nipples and then farting out bread dust.
What party is this? And can I get an invite? This is what I'm asking.
So Lynn Ferocious is in. She's like, yeah, she'd be crop dusting everywhere. And this is, and I love getting a woman's perspective on these things. So so Lynn is agreeing with you, PJ, the fact that she's all about the crop dusting.
Thanks, Miles.
Miles is supporting Kev. I think for me, I'm going to go green lights. I drive constantly. I'm doing constant road trips. I just drove to Niagara Falls. I drove to Quebec City because I could get 1,000 kilometers in one day. I drove there and back. If I would have had all green lights, it would have been way more efficient. And I'll be honest, and maybe this is a little more personal about myself and too, I'm not very gassy. Like, unlike Kevin, I'm not crop dusting everywhere. So, you know, if you visit Kev, there's two things to be aware of. One, put away your hair products, because he's going to use them. And secondly, he's gonna happily crop dust and share. He's going to let as much lower wind out as possible, or as Kevin's family calls them, Butholian chance. He's going to let those things just fly, and they're gonna be there. Whereas if you're with PJ, everyone's going to be like, is that a baguette? Someone bring
and then you're hungry. Now you're hungry, and like you're looking for food, and it's just PJ. Like,
you took it to a dark. Kevin, okay. Kevin, we got to move on. Next question, PJ, over to you. Your next would you rather?
So would you rather have all the dogs attack you when they see you, or all the birds attack you when they see you? All the dogs attack you, or all the birds attack you? Every time you walk down the street or something.
Who's up first, PJ? Who are you asking?
Kevin.
I don't know. I honestly, I think I'd pick dogs. One, I like dogs better, and there's something about
they're attacking you.
Yeah. I know, but like, I'd rather have dogs attack me. You know, I can at least feel them for a little bit before I die. Like birds too. It's like, I don't know, there's something about the fluttering of the wings, and I don't know. It's just kind of gross. Like a lot of them. Not for me, guys.
So, okay, and wait a second. So, Kevin, I just want to make sure I understood you. I just want to make sure thank you. Outdoor Travel Adventures, thank you. So your bigger fear is the fluttering of birds' wings over the sound of dogs barking.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
All right. I didn't realize that. Now, maybe I've just never been around the kind of birds you have, but I've never heard birds that they flap so aggressively.
Really?
But I've been around dogs where I thought, like, this dog literally.
You've never had a bird in your home before and just going nuts?
Like a pet? Or like
a wild bird. That's one of the top 10 scariest moments of all time.
Okay. So you, of your top 10 scariest moments, one is when a bird got in your house.
Yes, it is frightening.
Okay, what kind of bird was it?
No regard. They have no regard for human life is what happens.
What kind of bird was it?
Do I look like a bird connoisseur? I don't know. A blue jay? I'm just going to say that because it's Toronto. A blue jay?
Blue jays, okay, blue jays are, for those who don't know, blue jay is a pretty big bird to get in your house. It seems highly unlikely also, but that's neither here nor there. For me, if I had to go between birds or dogs, that's a hard one. I think I'm going to go birds.
Why?
No, I think I have to go dogs, because dogs I can at least climb on things, and dogs can't jump. Whereas birds, I can't really get away from birds. Like birds can, and for me, it's not about the fluttering of the wings. It's more about their beaks pecking at my eyes, and just that beak coming right at you. And one of the most frightening / crazy things I've ever seen with birds is I was driving in Australia, and I was in the outback. And literally came out of the forest. I don't know if they're ostriches or emus. I think they're emus. They came out of the forest and were running along each side of the car. And its little bird head was looking at me while I drove, just beaking back and forth. True story. Driving in Australia, in the outback, and this bird was just out there and on my way to go camping. So all I know is happened in Australia at some point, but the emu's there. And as I said, I did try eating emu. I did that after I saw it. But so I'm avoiding the birds. I'm dealing with the dogs. What would you go for, PJ? Thank you, Celine.
I think I'd go for the birds, get attacked by birds. Like, because dogs are angry-looking things. Like, you ever see a dog bark? Really angry? Like, you're like, well, I don't want any of this. Stay away, dog. But like a bird, you just walk inside, the bird is gone. You can't run past the dog.
Not here in Toronto. Those birds come in the house. They have a key to my house, and they come in and just say what's up.
Yeah.
What happened?
Where's the tea?
Yeah. Where's your food? Where's the money?
I love it. Who's on for the next question here?
I think it's me. Okay. Would you rather win $50,000 or let your best friend win $500,000?
Fuck my friend.
Thank you. I'm with you. No. Okay, I'll go with PJ since you answered that.
He's passionate. He's passionate.
Yeah, I felt it. I felt the emotion.
You think, sure, I'm not going to see any of the 500,000.
No, but you're taking a risk saying it's your best friend and they could give you more.
But I wouldn't imagine they're going to give me 50,000.
Exactly. Plus, I don't.
They're really good that they're going to give you 50,000 no matter how much they won. They might take you for McDonald's or something.
Money because of you?
Sorry?
Do they know that they got the money because of you?
Oh, good question. Yes.
Okay, if they know they got the money because of me, I'll say give them the money because I agree. If someone handed me 500K, I would happily give them I'd easily give them 50 or 100. I'd split it with them. If someone gave me 500K, I'd split it with whoever gave it to me. I thought, why not? Because I didn't have it before.
Yeah, Celine makes a great point. I was thinking that too. Does the friend have a lot of friends? You know what I mean? Or are they kind of like, am I their only friend?
Yeah, that's true. Well, you see, I think we're getting carried away here because we've got sub-questions to every question. So instead of answering the question, it's like, well, what about this person? Do they have this and this? And
we all knew that was coming.
We're breaking the rules.
Yeah, exactly.
We all knew that was inevitable for sure. Okay,
we're not taking questions at face value at all. We're just like dissecting them. Yeah, but what am I going to jail for? And what is my friend? Like, how many friends does the friend have? And you're like, just answer one question. Like, we can't be breaking up the rules and like breaking down each question. If that friend know more than one person, and then if they know that person, how close are they to that person? So we need to like stick to the questions.
Oh, PJ, when you make the rules, you do whatever you want. Until then, we're gonna go every direction. Francis asked a good question on here. Francis says, "Are the birds landing on you like in Snow White? Like are one with the birds, or are they coming at you rabid?" Based on nothing else has been really kind here, so I'm going to assume rabid. And Francis, if you have a would you rather, send it through for us. We'd love. If anyone else has a would you rather, put them in the side. We'll answer them for sure. Here's the next one I got. I got this one from Natasha. Would you rather be a werewolf or a vampire? A werewolf or a vampire? I'll answer this one first. This was from Natasha, so thank you, Natasha, for sending this one through. Werewolf or vampire? For me, I'm going werewolf. Everything I've seen about werewolves, they are in great shape. They are like, they can run. They stay up all night long. They've got an incredibly lush head of hair. Yeah. And they've made all kinds of I feel like werewolves just seem like they'd be a lot of fun. When I saw the vampire, there was that like Twilight thing a few years ago that was really popular. Like, they didn't seem like that fun. They seemed all melancholic. Everyone was down all the time. I'm going werewolves. I feel like they're more fun. Werewolf for me for sure. PJ, what about you? Werewolf or vampire?
I think a vampire.
Well, you can't grow a beard anyway, so it makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, like, if I was a werewolf, I'd be like half a werewolf. Half my body is like in patches, hair here, hair there, no hair. So I'd be like, I'd look like a stupid werewolf. So I think the vampire, and I think vampires don't grow beards and stuff. So I mean, like, I'm onto a winner there.
So your reason for being a vampire is aesthetic. It's all about looks. You're like, because
exactly. Yeah. I'd be a very convincing vampire.
And I feel like they're good. They have a good fashion sense. No,
yeah,
right?
I mean, like wearing the black with the red things here, and
yeah, the hair is always nice.
Yeah, like
always.
My hair could be just good like a vampire.
That's true. That's very true.
Hair. See, I couldn't. So werewolf, I go, but I get that. I get the vampire appeal. I forgot about the fact that they're fashionable. Kev, what would you do?
I feel like I'd be a werewolf only because I like going out during the day. So for me, I just don't know if I could be inside all like during the day, right? This vampires can't go out during the day. Sun,
no, they're not and I love
yeah.
Well, you haven't seen Blade, have you?
Yeah, but he was like half, right?
Yeah.
No, like couldn't one of the guys go out like he was like a day walker or something? No.
See, now we're going outside the lines again.
Yeah, well, listen, as Brad said, the rules
the rules are changing. Hey, if I was a daywalker, 100%.
If we've learned anything tonight, it's rare I support PJ, but in this case, PJ is right. PJ is 100% right. You can bend the rules. You bend the rules as you see fit, as you see fit as you go along. That's all there is to it. I agree. Vampires far too limiting. I can't go during the day. I can never go to the beach. I love the sunshine. I don't even mind a sunburn every now and then. So yeah, but I understand, PJ, you being from Ireland, of course, you're happy to go back to where it's cold and breezy all the time.
Exactly. I'd like going back home, really.
It would 100% be like going back home. Okay. Okay. Kev, would you rather be covered in fur or in scales?
What's a scale?
Like a fish scale.
Ah.
I think scales. Only because I feel like that's water resistant. So I just feel like that's pretty good as opposed to just being warm all the time. That's my reasoning.
We live in a cold place. PJ, what about you?
I'd probably just choose the fur because I might actually have a chance to get a full beard then.
I think for me, I'm going beard as well. I'm going full fur the whole way, cover top to bottom. I don't need to own near as many coats. I don't need all that stuff. Hiking man, nice of you to join us. I'd love to see you in the house here. It's great. Actually, this is the question I meant to ask. I know, Kevin, you're next for a question. I'm going to ask you this anyway. Kevin, would you rather have no eyebrows or would you permanently have Sharpied on eyebrows? So no eyebrows at all, or your eyebrows are always drawn on with a Sharpie?
Do I get to draw them on? Or is it like, because then I could have the different things. I'm gonna say draw them on because I'm gonna draw different expressions.
Thanks for dropping by, hiking man. Enjoy your hike because that's what you do. It's in your name. So you're going Sharpie, so you can have different expressions. PJ, what about yourself?
I'm going no eyebrows. Just because they'll be like different people like always like, oh, I wonder what's wrong with that guy. Like maybe there's something wrong with him. Why does he have no eyebrows? But like people with Sharpies will be like, oh, that guy is an idiot for drawing it on his eyebrows. But like people will be like maybe feel sorry or they're like surprised or like, what's going on with this guy? So if you have no eyebrows.
Yeah, I think more and more we see people get tattooed eyebrows on all the time. Maybe someone in the chat over there can comment. Has anyone out there ever tattooed on eyebrows? I think this is a thing. It's not just me. I think this is a legitimate thing. And if people tattooed on their eyebrows, I'm going with Sharpie on eyebrows because I agree with Kevin, which also is rare tonight. Because then I could do like angry eyebrows, or I could do like questioning eyebrows. And like middle of the day, you could just change them if you're having like a different day. Yeah. You know, all different type. Yeah.
Yeah, have an eraser in your pocket.
What are you keeping in your pocket?
An eraser, like one of the dry erasers.
Like you're just gonna dry erase your skull?
Yeah, my eyebrows. Just redo them.
Kevin, let's go. We're gonna hit you. One more question, PJ. One more question. We're gonna get out of here.
All right. So, would you rather be able to see 10 minutes into your own future or 10 minutes into the future of anyone but yourself? Brad, we'll go with you first.
I'm going to take 10 minutes into the future of anyone but myself, and I'm going to completely use this for personal gain reasons. And I'm going to look into 10 minutes, and I'm going to start watching different sporting events for who the key players are for what they do. So if I'm watching NFL football on Sunday, and if I know Russell Wilson or I'm a Packers fan, Aaron Rodgers is going to throw 2 touchdowns, because I can see 10 minutes, I can see the end of the game. I know how the game finishes. I can start dropping down money like that, and all of a sudden it completely changes my life. Unsalted Kitchen, great to see you. So I'm going with 10 minutes into someone else's future because I can choose different people who are going to invest, people who are going to do things, and I think sporting events would be amazing if I knew what was going to happen. That would be my take. So I'm going 10 minutes into someone else's future simply because for financial reasons and lifestyle choices.
Nice. PJ?
So it was like 10 minutes into my future or 10 minutes into someone else's future?
Riz Garcia, good to see you.
I'd like to do 10 minutes into my future because I don't really care about anybody else. So, I mean, like, it's not going to matter to me what you're going to do in the next 10 minutes, Brad. It's not going to affect my life. So I was like, it might affect my life if I know what I'm going to do. But if I find out that you're going to go make a sandwich in the next 10 minutes, I'm like, well, that's nice. But I mean, it's not going to help me in any way.
Fair. Kev, what about yourself?
I think I agree with you, Brad. I feel like, well, one, I'm pretty boring. So it's like, I don't know how often I'd be looking into my future when I'm literally just sitting here for a lot of the times. But if I could pick and choose like whose life I'm looking at, I think that would be, I don't know, that'd be a good superpower.
Yeah, I agree. I really feel like there's something. I really feel like there's something that you can do with that as you go along. So it's one of those things where, yeah, I think PJ, just on practical level, imagine 10 minutes as a child into your parents' future. Your question about those football games would have been solved for you. You would have known ahead of time. You would have sit back like, I got nothing to worry about.
True, that's true.
Like test
and
question.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, oh my God, she's getting the slipper.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, true. Or like when you're younger, you're trying to get to know someone a little bit. You know how things are going to play out. You know, as the night progresses. Just a possibility. Whose turn is it for a question right here? I think it's you. Is it you, PJ, or you, Kev?
It's PJ.
Okay.
So this is like the last question?
Yeah, hit me.
Yeah.
Okay, so would you rather be well endowed and bad in bed, or would you rather be not so well endowed and good in bed? Brad, you look excited to answer that question.
Okay, well, it's now I'm trying to feel like if what I say is too much of a reveal of my personal life, so like I have to choose my question accordingly. Question is, would I rather be well endowed and bad in bed, or like how small are we talking here? Are we talking like a Monsieur Le Petit? That means Mr. Small in French. Are we talking like micro style? Like, are we talking like?
Yeah. You're talking like it's cold outside, like it's minus 20 degrees outside and you're naked. That type of thing.
Oh, like so. All right, minus 20. So you're talking like everything's trying to get inside the body.
Not for me today, Brad. I'm hiding inside today.
Okay, I think so. It's Unsalted Kitchen as an aside. Loves your accent, PJ. And Unsalted Kitchen, if you don't realize this, that's not even PJ's real accent. So he just does this sometimes. So just if you see enough of his
He's acting right now.
Watch 6 or 7 of PJ's videos, and you can see if his accent changes. Right, PJ? Isn't that a good idea?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Watch 7, 8, 9, 10. Watch all of them actually.
Yeah. So and same thing with Kevin. Often different videos, he does different accents. Maybe you want to watch a bunch of them. Someone's saying Brad is very cautious. Okay, I'm gonna go with I will deal with being a little bit smaller, but being good in bed. I'm gonna go that route, and here's the reason why. Because I figure if you're in there, you want everyone to have a good time while you're there. So I'd rather work with a little bit less and have everyone there, like everyone who's in the moment is enjoying the moment, as opposed to you're there and you're the only one enjoying the moment, even though you're like part monster and you're just crushing someone.
Yeah.
Kevin, over to you.
I'm already one, so I'm definitely just gonna go with the other one. I'm definitely gonna go with micro penis and good in bed. So I like how you guys laughed instantly because you guys already were thinking which one I was. I saw PJ crack up, man.
Waiting for the answer to come out.
So yeah, I'd go micro and good in bed because I don't know what that feels like. So you know.
I love the honesty. PJ,
How about you, PJ?
I'd probably just choose like a big one because I'm like, imagine walking down the street and just like hanging down the side of your leg. Like people are like nobody needs to know because I'm behind closed doors, but like you walk down the street, you've got the perception that you're packing some heat.
PJ, I can tell you, sometimes that gets inconvenient.
Yeah, like you have to
PJ,
in a different life.
PJ, I can tell you, this is why when I travel, I can't wear those little shorts some people wear. It's not good. Like, so, like, you think it sounds great. Oh, wait, have I said too much? But yeah, you know where I'm going. For some of you who are just getting here, and I see we've got 25 people kicking around listening to us tell stories, which is absolutely awesome. We've covered all kinds of stuff tonight. There's been we've covered some nipple lessons. We've covered all kinds of stuff. Lynn says, "Oh, PJ, no." In the middle right now, we've got Kevin Exconde. He's got a fantastic channel. If you haven't been there, you want to check Kev out. Kev, for those people who don't know, tell us a little bit about your channel, like 30 seconds or less. What do you do? I covered at the beginning. What do you do? Yeah,
it's just more of an entertainment channel. I cover things like food and reviews on just random products, and that's basically it. Just gotta throw in some laughter in there, and I green screen myself into movies and shows and stuff like that.
So if some of you haven't checked out Kevin Exconde, it is awesome. Slyn says, if you're that big, how do you poop? Well, Slyn, some people do what I do. You just put it over your shoulder. That's just what you do.
Wear it like a scarf.
Or sometimes you just put it over one leg, the other leg, and then you just let it, and then you just let it angle. Yeah. It's just,
dip it in the water a little bit. Wash it.
It's just one of those things. PJ, for people who haven't been to your channel, give us a quick lowdown of what goes on with your channel, my friend.
I mean, like anything and everything happens on my channel. Like not 2 videos is the same. Not every 30 seconds is the same. Generally, like random stuff pops into my head. I'll say it. I never think of anything. It just comes out. So if you're looking to laugh or laugh at me, laugh with me, who cares if you're laughing? Then check out my channel. If you're not looking to laugh or whatever, then probably don't because it's not a good idea.
No, I disagree with you, PJ. Even if you don't want to laugh, still check out PJ McFadden's channel. And if you're not sure what to do, you always hit the thumb that points up, right?
Exactly.
And the same thing with Kev. If you're not sure, check out Kevin. And the thing about Kevin's channel is If you don't like the first 6 videos, watch 6 more. Because if once you've seen 12 or 14,
yeah, I need to grow on you. You know what I mean?
Because Kevin is just like that. Kevin is just like leprosy. You sit on there and you've got it, and and it's not going anywhere, and it is all about you.
It's exactly how my mom would describe my YouTube channel.
And PJ knows what it's like, because like PJ's had to tell some stories about going to the clinic to take care of stuff. So these things happen. Yeah. He also sometimes like penicillin can be a man's best friend as they go along. For sure.
Skittles are good as well.
Guys, honestly, I want to thank you both so much again. That's PJ on one side, that's Kevin in the middle. I only asked them for 1 hour of their time. They gave me a little bit more of that. You guys have been fantastic. Thank you so much for being a part of my BS life. These are 2 guys I've gotten to know through this whole YouTube world, and I didn't know them at all before this. If you have a chance to check their stuff out, check it out. They're great guys. And one of the things that I appreciate about both Kev and PJ on here is what you see is what you get. And so the kind of banter you get, so some of you I read in the chat, you say it's like hanging out with friends. Like, I love that. That's what it should be. And that's what's like for all of us here. And in case you guys are wondering, we're dealing with time zones all over the place. Like, PJ, what time is it there for you?
8:40.
8:40 a.m. So in the morning, whereas it's 9:40 p.m. for Kevin and I here East Coast time. Honestly, guys, you are awesome. I really appreciate you giving your time. And I've told you before, I'm happy to give back, help you in any way. Like I said before, I think that YouTube is amazing. We all get to know each other. It's what brings it all together. Kevin Exconde in the middle, PJ McFadden on the far end. If you haven't seen them, if you don't know them, get to know them. I'm Brad. This is my BS life. Thank you so much for being a part.
Thank you, guys.
I was gonna let you guys go. PJ, when's your next video coming out?
I guess tonight for me, tomorrow for you.
Okay, so tomorrow for all of us. And what's the main theme in your next video? What can we look forward to, PJ?
Well, I'll have to record it first.
Fair enough. Okay, so there's a video coming out tomorrow. It's going to be a surprise for everyone just as much as it is for PJ. I absolutely love it. Yeah. Kev, when is you put out a video today, Kev? What was your video? But I had a chance to check it out.
It was literally about like storage organizer and butt plugs. So surprise.
Surprise. Yeah. And Kev, when's your next video coming out?
So it's kind of funny. Friday, all my videos are every Tuesdays and Fridays. This Friday I do a feast Friday, so it's about food. Next week Tuesday is actually a green screen.
Yeah. Kev, now I know we were just going to shut this down. You guys, I'm going to slow you down for 1 second. Kev, how do you have many of your videos in the bank? Do you manage to get ahead a few videos?
I do. So like I'm probably about 5 videos ahead.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So that's great, because if you get busy with work or whatever, like you can still maintain your content.
Yeah, because I still have like a full-time job. I still do all this stuff. So I try to bang out stuff. That's the beauty of my content is I can plan it, record everything on like one day, shoot like 3 videos, 4 videos, and then kind of just bang it out. And because I'm a video editor by trade, it's easy for me to just edit. So
yeah, and I think that's awesome, because for me, I never get that far ahead because most of mine are workouts. And so like I just physically can't do that many in a day. I tried a few times and I was just like really sore. By the end.
You spend about an hour and a half working out each fucking time. It's time consuming.
It does. It takes a lot of time. And the other one too, the BS Banters I put in on Monday, like the quirky stuff, that one I can't film until the day before and sometimes the morning of, because it's all based on the week before.
Yeah, it's really hard. Like especially for me, like the videos is like a lot of the times I maybe do one day beforehand or like on the actual day.
Yeah. So I'm in the same boat as you. My plan, in case you guys are wondering, if anyone else in the audience wants to be a part of one of these, just like chance to sit here and talk, send me a message, myBSLifeBrad@gmail.com, and let me know. These guys were awesome. I've had a few other content creators who are excited to be a part of this. Once again, thank you so much for joining me, guys. PJ's next video will be tomorrow for all of you, or later today for those of you who are in Thailand. Kev's next video will be Friday. It is a Feast Friday. I know he's got some more Feast Fridays coming up, and they're going to be awesome too. I'm excited for those. My next video is tomorrow. It's a quick 20-minute workout. People were asking me, they say the 25-minute ones are too long. The hour ones are too long. So tomorrow's a quick, literally 20-minute AMRAP. So if you're looking for a quick sweat, you only got 20 minutes. Get her done. We'll take care of it. Boys, you're awesome. Much love, much respect.
Thank you.
We are shutting it down. Until next time, my Brad. I'm Brad, myBSlife. That is Kevin. That is PJ. We are out.
Bye, everybody.
Cut the goddamn camera.